about. For example, after you introduce yourself, you may state that my name is Richa. In this moment, I will speak as the deputy leader of the opening opposition, for example. And then, I will make three basic arguments that will highlight our debate topic for today. The first argument is about economic assumption of point of view. The second is about the health side effects of this topic. And the third is about the social issues that could relate to this topic. So that our educator will not be confused about what kind of arguments, high headline that would you prepare or would you bring to the table. And the second, and that's the only example, sorry, it's not about you. The second is, after you highlight your basic arguments and your introduction, of course, you have to make 10 points. For first point about the first argument is about the poverty. For example, if you want to propose the economic side of the topic, you should make it per points. Maybe the poverty side of the economic will impact to this motion. And then you can give back to the RL. Going back to the RL structure, maybe Ms. Amrina has already told you about what RL is, and actually I also highlighted what RL is before yesterday. Arguments, reasoning, evidence, and then lean back. After you state the basic points of your arguments, reasoning, make specific reason why you highlight these measures, and then give evidence. If you don't have evidence, just create it, whatever it is. We don't have spare time. We don't have to spare time to research about the real evidence. Is there really 20% of crazy people out there in the street? No, we don't have to see that matter. At least you pinpoint the urgency of that evidence in the table, so that we know the importance of these motions because there are a percentage numbers of adjudicator, for example, in the street, and we don't have to count one by one, of course, but at least we know there's the urgency. And lean back. After you state all of your arguments, never hesitate to lean back or conclude another point, the previous points that you have mentioned before. So we can, back to the arguments, back to your topic, we can conclude, so you talk about this point, and these B points, and then these C points, and then the conclusion is, yes, we can see your mapping minds. So basically, you talk about the importance of this motion because you state of these three arguments with this evidence, and it's logic. That's how the debate works. So the first thing is structurize your arguments, and then make the conclusion after that. It's important so that we can direct where's the alignment or where's the direction of this debate. That's from me, or maybe Ms. Aam wants to add on?
All right. Okay. So overall, it's quite the same, yeah. But I think I would like to make a comment more about the structures of the debate, because I suppose that you have attended the classes, right? So actually, I'm very happy to see your improvement today, that you have improved in several aspects, mainly in for your timing. So like no one speak less than 1 minute or less than 2 minutes already. Congratulations for that. That's the first improvement. But the second of all, I would like to review some mistakes that actually is kind of important mistake about the definitions of the debate. So as I already told you, in the debate, for the opening government have a responsibility to set up the debate. So the opening government have to define the debate. But the thing is, never define the debate like literally word per word. That's what you have done. So you define the debate for each word the motion has. For example, like we were talking about the mainstream healthcare and alternative healthcare. Instead of explaining what is mainstream healthcare and what is traditional or alternative healthcare, so you were talking about the healthcare itself. So it's kind of misleading information actually. So we never actually touch the idea of integrating both type of the healthcare, because you don't define both of the term like properly. So it means because you did not define it well, so the debate become misleading, you know. So none of you were talking about how to integrate A and B, because the A and B itself wasn't so clear. Okay? So later I will talk about it personally, not this time. So we can talk about it later. And then also it happened in this motion as well. So in this motion we talk about the research for mental health, right? So instead of defining mental health itself, so you need to define the research as well. So we are not focusing on the mental health term, but we are talking about the research of the mental health. So if we would like to say prioritize, so we know that we prioritize the research between mental health research and other kind of research. If some of you talk about something or some other thing, so we do not actually compare between the studying and the research of mental health, but we compare between two different research. Okay? You get what I mean? So when you do not really define the motion clearly, so it can be misleading debate. So at the end, you talk about stunting case, and then some of you talk about the awareness, some of you talk about the data collection itself, but actually we do not really talk about the technique or the mechanism of the data collection, but we are talking about the prioritizing. So how to prioritize? Actually, I have told you that prioritizing means it could be, if you talk about the government, it could be the funding. So we actually should talk about why the government have to spend more money on the research about mental health instead of spending more money on the research of any other aspect. So you can compare it with anything. You can say agriculture, education, or anything. So there are some kind of prioritizing funding. So why mental health research has to be the first one? Okay? So if start from the beginning, so it start from the debate set up itself. So if the opening government failed to make a clear case or a clear context what we are going to talk about, so everyone will get confused and have their own interpretations. Okay? Right. And then the second one is about structure in general. So you already know about rebuttal. Congratulations, but then rebuttal is not an argument. Okay? So when you come with a rebuttal, it doesn't mean that you have an argument for yourself. So the point will be different. Okay? So don't spend your whole of your time to only rebuttal things. Okay? And then about elaboration, I also actually highlighted some potential idea which were very great, but you don't elaborate it. So I was expecting more from you, you know. So I was actually excited that you say one sentence, and then when I was expecting more, so you stop. So it's kind of what's that like? You actually have to be able to make it more than that to have a better grade or better point. And then you also have some problem with status quo and actor characterizations. Actor characterizations mean you don't generalize things. So you were talking about alternative medications. You were talking about people who don't really know about ginger things, but you don't define who is that person. Is it like
a person, what is the background of the person? Are you talking about a hospital or a person as an individual? So when you compare between mainstream healthcare, which is a hospital, and you compare it with a person who do a traditional healing, so it cannot be something which is can be compared. Do you get what I mean? Yeah? Okay. So for further explanation, we'll talk about these things later, okay, in the next class. Okay, so I think that's all from me. Thank you very much.